Hi, I'm going to talk to you today about the Castle Vexo, which is this little device here, and this is a hand arm vibration meter, so it's specifically designed for measuring exposure to hand arm vibration in the workplace. Two parts to it: there's the unit itself, and then we have its accelerometer or sensor. That's this part here. So we just take this part, got a cable, got a connector on the end of it, we plug that in there, and that goes in there like that. That makes the whole measuring system. So this would be for people such as safety professionals in industry, where you're having to assess the exposure from hand transmitted vibration, and that would be from tools like a power drill or a road hammer, or perhaps something like this, a jigsaw, though this is a fairly domestic one. More about that in a moment. Now, I'm not going to tell you today specifically about hand arm vibration in itself, but we will show you a little bit more about the Vexo. And before we do that, just a little bit about how you would set up to take a measurement at all in the first place. So we've got our power tool here, and the first thing you'd need to know is that the accelerometer must be rigidly attached to the handle of this tool. Now, the way you would achieve that would normally, in most circumstances, be to fix it on there using these things, so hose clips, or sometimes known as Jubilee clips. And you attach that onto the handle as rigidly as possible there, like that. Or you can use these cable ties. Now, if you're going to use these, you want to make sure that they're non-stretchy kind, and you must absolutely make sure you use one of these. Now this, believe it or not, is a cable tie tightening tool. That's quite bizarre, isn't it? So we go back to the Vexo itself, and then there's a few things that I particularly like about this product, and I'd like to point out to you now. First of all, it's tiny. Compared to most vibration meters on the market for this type of application, it really is quite small. It's also fairly robust. We've got a really strong cable on there. That's something that's been very specifically engineered into it. Got a simple connector on the top. It's got USB. It's rechargeable. So if we go back to here, you can see that there's a charge you get with the kit that allows you to charge the batteries up from the mains. One thing I particularly like about this, and I get teased about it at work all the time, is that I would say this is 3-button operation. Now, the problem is, you'll notice there's actually 4 buttons on there. But to my mind, the 4th one is just a power key. That's just a power switch for on and off. So I don't count that. So 3-button operation, remember that. So the first thing we need to do is switch it on. And now to do that, we're going to have to use the 4th button. Show you that here. And you see it's got a nice clear colour display that comes on and shows you a little bit about the instrument before we start. The first screen that you get in earnest once the startup sequence is finished is a measuring screen. So that will show you immediately how the 3 axes of vibration are working. You've got up, down, left, right, forward and backwards. We know those as X, Y and Z. To actually take a measurement, assuming now we've got the accelerometer rigidly fixed here to the tool as we talked about a little bit earlier, you simply press the record button, and then that starts measuring away. You can see the time it's measuring. If we shake the accelerometer, you can see it actually taking some measurements there. Once we're happy we've got a good spell of time for measurement, press the same button again, and that'll stop the measurement, and it brings up on screen some of the fine information. You then press another button here, and that shows you the different results that it's monitored. So very clear, concise on the screen. There's the X, Y, Z results that are what you're looking for, and the peak, and also the combination results, which are very important for risk assessments. That's all then saved away in the memory. When you finish doing your assessment, your measurement, you can go back to work using the USB connector on top. You plug that into a computer and download all the data. So that's the Castle Vexo. It's a fairly solid entry-level product to this kind of application, this kind of job, and you'll find it on our website and on the web shop. You can find more details about it there, along with telephone numbers and email addresses and so on. We've got a link for that coming up now with a web address. So for now, that's it from me. Goodbye.